Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my July monthly budget.
You have to be your biggest fan, and
I'm so excited to film this video. I just filmed my July monthly reset. We're going to first do a review of my June monthly budget, and then we'll go to July, see what goals I hit in June, what ones I didn't, what I overspent, what I didn't, and then we'll go to July and make that budget up. But if you've never seen one of my videos before, hi, I'm Lydia, aka Literally Lydia on YouTube. I film all sorts of content on YouTube, including monthly resets, budget with me's, I do vlogs, and then I also do the occasional fashion haul. So if you've never seen one of my videos before, I would love if you could subscribe to my channel and like and comment on this video. So we're just going to get right into the June budget. We're gonna do a little review and then we're going to go on to July. So overall, this month was pretty good. I spent a little bit too much on going out, but other than that, overall it was a pretty good month. So my paychecks stayed the same, and then one thing that I did have that I will additionally be getting is my Abercrombie refund, which will be $144 back into my account because I got some clothes and some of them didn't fit, and then I couldn't get smaller sizes, so I just decided to send it back. It wasn't meant to be, so but that is coming in my Abercrombie try-on haul. It was a disaster. That's just all I'm gonna say. Anyway, but of my own doing, so that's my own fault. Anyway, overall, I brought in $3,204, which is pretty good. Pretty standard for a normal month. And then next, to go onto my bill summary, I have my phone bill, which is always $66, Peloton Digital, which is $16, Epidemic Sound, which is always $19, and then one thing that did come up that I wasn't expecting was Canva, so that was $150 that I was not expecting. I don't know why it just came out this month. Anyway, I have it in my calendar for next year, so I'm not surprised whenever it comes in. And then finally, I'm going to start tracking bank fees, which was $16 for the month of June, for a grand total of, I spent $267. Okay, so now we're going on to expenses. So my categories for expenses are health, restaurants, takeout, shopping, Apple, leisure, and miscellaneous. So for health, I was under by $100, which was awesome. I was going to do an order to get my Fizz Energy Fizz sticks, but I decided to move that to July and save that money because I spent it in other places. So I decided just to forego that for the month of June and order in July, and then I can do a big order instead. So next is restaurants, which I budgeted $125 and I really spent $215, which is a lot. But like I said earlier, there was a lot of exciting things that happened in June, like that I wanted to go out and celebrate with my friends and my family, and anyway, it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, but I was almost $100 over budget in that category, so, but I make up for it in other categories, so we're all good there. Takeout, I budgeted $50, I really spent $79. That's fine, not a big whoop-de-doo, all good there. Shopping, I budgeted $250 and I spent $334, but I am getting back $144, so that will go under, which is fine, all good there. And then next I did Apple, which I budgeted $100, I really spent $17. I canceled a lot of my subscriptions, so I was kind of good there. And then leisure, I budgeted $50, I really spent $84. Miscellaneous, I budgeted $50, I spent $27. So for grand total, I budgeted for my expenses $775. I really spent $804. So not a huge difference. It felt like a lot more, but just because I went a lot over budget in restaurants and shopping, but overall my expenses, I was pretty much on budget. So it's a little over, but nothing too bad. For savings, I did my 2 TFSA payments, which goes towards my condo down payment. So if you've never watched one of my budget with me videos, I'm currently buying a condo. So I put down money for to hold my unit. So I put down a good chunk there, and then from then until when I move in, I'm saving for my down payment. So my goal is to put at least $2,000 a month away into that. So for this month I did put $2,000 away, and I'm putting it in a high interest tax-free savings account until I move in, and then I will put that down on my condo. So I'm trying to save that much. I would love to beef it up, but I'm waiting until the summer's over when things kind of calm down a little bit. I'm doing less, and then I'll put the rest in. So that's one thing I'm doing. And then next is sinking fund for a trip, which I did not do. I am going to Maine this summer, and I'm also going to Nova Scotia this month in July. So I probably should have put that money away. I just didn't have it, so I didn't put any money there. And then next is RRSP. I consistently put $50 away every month for my RRSP, registered retirement savings fund, or plan. Registered retirement savings plan. So I consistently put $50 away. It's not a lot, but it's good right now, and I also have a pension plan, so I don't really need to put that much money away, but I do just to keep the habit up. And then finally, travel. I budgeted 100, I put 50 away. Not great, but we're just gonna continue on with that. And then I also have no debt. So really what I spent a lot of money on was going out. So I went out like probably 8 to 10 times, and yeah, I had a great time. So I'm not going to beat myself up about that, but I did go to a lot of restaurants, a lot of really good restaurants. I went to go see Top Gun twice, which I definitely don't regret. I would gladly fork over more money to go see that movie a third time, because that's how much I love that movie. Best movie I've ever seen. I also did some good things financially. I canceled a Morning Toast Patreon group that I was a part of, and then I also canceled or returned half of my Abercrombie & Fitch order just because it didn't fit properly. Instead of keeping it and not wearing it, I decided to return it. Good choice. Overall, I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. I had $70 left over for the month, so nothing too crazy. I didn't deplete my checking account. I didn't deplete anything else, so I did do pretty well. But I do always like to hit my 70% savings benchmark over here, my cash spending at a glance, which I got 66.9, which is not too crazy, not too bad, but my bills were 7.4% of what I take home, and my expenses were 25%. So pretty in line with the standard, but I would like to do more, but it is what it is for the month of June. So now let's head into the month of July. I think it's gonna be a great month, so let's budget like it's going to be a great month. So my pay, my income summary, what I think I'm gonna take in for the month, like always, is $3,062. So phone bill, $66 as always. Peloton Digital, $16. Epidemic Sound, $19. Banking fees, $16. And then also my Amazon renews this month, so it's $115 for the year, which is totally good with me. I'm just putting it in my bill summary. So for bill summary, that's a grand total of $232. Next, we're gonna go over to expenses. I'm going to beef up my health, put it back to $200 for the month, and I'm going to do an order of my fizz sticks, and I think also my protein. I have to go look at the cupboard and see what I have left, just because I've been eating more protein this month. So I just wanna make sure that I'm fully stocked there while I do an order, so then I'll get like free shipping and all that kind of stuff. Next, I have restaurants. I'm putting it up $25 and doing $150. And then I'm gonna do takeout, which is $50. And then shopping, $200, Apple, $20, leisure, $50, and then miscellaneous, $50. So altogether, my expenses for the month of July, what I'm budgeting is $720, which I think I'll be able to do. Savings, TFSA number 1, $1,000, so for my condo. TFSA number 2, also $1,000, also for the condo. RRSP, $50, and then travel, $50. So for savings, that's a grand total of $2,100. And then also, that's kind of what I'm thinking for the month, and that leaves me $10 over. As long as I don't spend everything else. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't really know if there's anything else where I can trim my budget, except for just being more mindful when I do go out to spend a little bit less, maybe not get as many drinks when I go out, that kind of thing. But life is short, so you have to live your life while you're in it. But yeah, so just trying to be a little bit more mindful this month, but also still enjoy and just enjoy the month, enjoy spending time with people and that kind of thing. Budgeting to me is such a balance. Like, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I don't want to be worrying about money like that, but I also don't want to spend like and not keep in mind my goals, because I do have really big financial goals for the next at least year until I move into my place. So I just don't want to be too stressed when I move into that place and like not have enough money saved. So for me, that's why I'm being like more consistent right now, so that in the future it's not as taxing on me, if that makes any sense. And especially with the looming recession that's happening and interest rates going up, I'm trying to be as careful as possible and not spend money in places where it doesn't really need to go, but also have that balance of still having fun with friends. Like, I never want to say no to something just because I can't afford it, if that makes sense. Like, I still want to go out and have fun with my friends and like go with my family and like do fun things, go on shopping trips and all that kind of stuff, and like live my life, but also have financial goals in place. And so that's why I think like budget videos are so important for me to film, to keep me consistent, but also to plan ahead for the future and just kind of know where my money's going. Obviously you don't exactly know, but that's why it's important to, for me, I'm just speaking of myself in myself terms, but that's why it's important for me to have some sort of financial goals and tracking, so I don't spend too much or I don't spend enough. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I find it makes me much less stressed. I can enjoy life more when I take the time to do this. You don't have to film a video to have a budget mindset. Like, but literally, if I was just to put everything into my spreadsheet, it would literally probably take, I think it takes me 5 minutes every second week. That's kind of when I input everything, and it's great. And then I can check in and be like, oh, I can order more clothes online, or I can go out tonight, or I can spend this much when I go out tonight. Like, just kind of having that in mind. So yeah, it's kind of a long ramble at the end, but thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below what your biggest financial goal is for the month of July. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.